Alright, so let's talk about these Los Angeles Lakers. Now they're on a 3-game skid. They lost the last 3 games. It started with Anthony Davis re-aggravating his Achilles on Valentine's Day against the Denver Nuggets. But thankfully, he's been re-evaluated. It's a calf strain. He'll be out 3 to 4 weeks, so you won't see him at the All-Star game. And they gotta be really conservative when it comes to bringing him back because wow, he didn't look good. You know, the first game they brought him back, he had like 35, and he had 35 and 8 rebounds. I mean, he got hurt in the Nuggets game, so why he may think he's good to go, why he'll look good while playing. They gotta be extra cautious, and you know they just gotta hope for the best, because that's what you gotta do with injuries. There's been some speculation on whether or not he should, change his shoes and whatnot. I honestly don't know, but I'm gonna guess him and the medical team will find out something when it comes to him rehabbing and bringing him back. And of course, when he comes back, minute restrictions, things of that nature, yada yada yada. But let's get into the game against the Miami Heat tonight. More like yesterday when this will when this video will go live. Let's get into that game against Miami Heat. So the first thing I got is what the fuck in those final moments of the game. They drew up a play for Wesley Matthews to win the game. And it was a 3. He bricked it. He got his own rebound and got a second chance layup. So they were only down 2. Were they only down 2? They were only down 2, then they fouled Jimmy Butler. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, but he bricked it. Got his own miss, got the layup, and then after that, LeBron actually got a steal off of Miami Heat inbound. And they had a chance to tie the game or win it right here. And with this, they doubled LeBron. After he drove the ball up the court, they doubled him. He passed the ball out to Caruso, who's in the corner for like a 19-foot jumper. He missed it because while Caruso has made strides in his jump shot, I don't think they have been good enough for him to be trusted to win a game, which in the game in overtime. And he's been in the shooting slump recently. Caruso, Contagious Caldwell-Pope, and LeBron James actually, they've been in 3-point shooting slumps. They've been struggling from 3. LeBron especially, being that he only made like 5 threes in the last 3 games. He's hitting like 20 some odd attempts, so he's been shooting really bad from 3 as of lately. And he started off really good. All of them did actually. Contagious Caldwell-Pope, LeBron James, and Alex Cruz, they all started out well from the 3. So could be them being a little tired and whatnot, but yeah, they've been missing shots. They've been in a slump. And when it comes to this team's offense in general, it hasn't been the best because they barely cracked 100 points against the Denver Nuggets. They had 105. They didn't crack 100 points against the Brooklyn Nets and against the Miami Heat. So they gotta do something about that. They gotta do something. Like, I'm really surprised they didn't get 100 points against the Brooklyn Nets because they have terrible interior defense. But surprisingly, Brooklyn does play better defense against 500 teams. They really do. And when it comes to playing against above 500 teams in general, they're 10-1. So that's very impressive actually. So, and they're like 0-5 against teams like Detroit and Cleveland. So yeah, and the Wizards. So the Brooklyn Nets defense, it's pretty up and down, or they'll just decide when to play defense. But they gotta really clean this offense up because, yeah, not scoring 100 points, you're not gonna win many games. This isn't early 2000 NBA, but you scoring 98 points was a good night, or 96. Yeah, that's not gonna fly in today's league. Nope. Not when teams like Brooklyn can put up 120, 130, even 150. Yeah. No, that's not gonna work against those teams. Even the Clippers, with Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, and Lou Williams. That's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. So they gotta clean up the offense. And even when Anthony Davis was playing with this team, they would have some droughts. They go 4 or 5 minutes, they don't score, or in those 4 to 5 minutes they score like 5 points and they give up 12 to 15 and they're down 15, 10 points. So they got to clean up the offense. Like, I get LeBron not being on the floor, the offense isn't going to be as good because he's one of the best playmakers ever. I hope I said that right. But they got to be better. And yeah, You're gonna need Vogel to make some adjustments. The lineups have been weird. Or rotations have been weird because guys being injured or Dennis Schroeder not being in the Heat game tonight because of COVID protocols. He tested negative, but he was in the game tonight due to those protocols. So yeah, teams gotta dump the offense. They really do. Yeah, let's check out their schedule. Well, I know their schedule. I'm pretty sure they play the Wizards tomorrow. They do. They play the Wizards tomorrow. They play Utah. They play Portland, Golden State, Phoenix, and Sacramento. So when it comes to those, stretch of 6 games before the All-Star break, I'm gonna need the Lakers to win all 4 of them. They gotta go 4-2. I believe they're gonna beat Washington, Golden State, Phoenix, and Sacramento. I don't think they beat Utah. Not at all. Not with the way Utah shoots the 3 ball. I don't believe they beat Portland either because Dame can go off and get 50. So don't believe that. I do believe though they'll beat Golden State, Phoenix, Sacramento because you're gonna get guys like Dennis Schroeder back, and they'll have more offensive punch by then. They should have Dennis Schroeder back. So yeah, I think they start off by winning against the Wizards today, and then they lose against Utah and Portland, and they close out, before the All-Star break by beating Golden State, Phoenix, Sacramento. I need them to do that because the Lakers don't want to fall too far in the seeding, because while home court advantage when it comes to like actual fans being in your arena won't be that much of a factor this year, well, it may not be. It could be if everything goes right in the next couple of months. It could be. But even if it's not, you don't want a bad matchup in the second round. Or in the first round if you slide down too much. You don't want a bad matchup, so they gotta clean that up. It's like, let's say they slide down to the 6th seed and Denver gets up there to the 3rd seed. You play Denver in the first round. That's not a good matchup. That isn't. And you don't get home court advantage, so yeah, you really want to have home court advantage. You can play those extra games at your home arena. And just for a good matchup. You don't want to slide too far into the seeding because they were the 2nd seed, they dropped down to the 3rd seed. They could keep dropping down, they keep losing games. So you don't want your team to slide down that much because that just won't be good. Won't be good in the playoffs. Even if they don't have fans to stand or not. But what else is there to talk about? Yes, I know what to talk about. What should this team do when it comes, trade deadline, picking up guys on buyouts and whatnot? Boogie Cousins is going to be available because him and the Rockets have decided to part ways. And when it comes to whether or not I think they should be Boogie, I don't. I don't, because they already have Marc Gasol and be kind of redundant. Even though Boogie would be better offensively, I think he'll be a lot better offensively when it just comes to, like, raw scoring. Not when it comes to his playmaking, but Boogie is still a pretty good passer. So it'd be good for the offense, but we need an athletic big that can play defense, or not play defense, block shots. There we go, block shots. Because I hear a lot about Dwight Howard and JaVale McGee, but they don't play great defense. They're good at blocking shots, getting rebounds. And why am I saying that? Because they didn't finish games in the playoffs. That's why they didn't finish games in the playoffs. So if they were great defenders, they would be finishing games in the playoffs. Just saying. But yeah, I don't want them to get him, but honestly, we're probably going to get him. I could see them waiving Quinn Cook to get Boogie Cousins because they want to they don't want to try to slide too much in the seeding, so that could happen. I won't be surprised. He does have some repertoire with the system. He'll be familiar with AD and LeBron at least, so it could work. But they definitely need a more athletic, big that can shot block and get some points. They definitely need that, especially being that AD won't be playing, and being that AD is going to be on minutes restriction when he comes back. They're going to want someone that could take the punishment from those centers while AD's trying to ramp himself back into shape. But that's what I got when it comes to that. I'm hearing stuff about Hassan Whiteside. Andre Drummond's available as well. I don't know how they get Drummond though. I don't know who they're gonna trade for him. I'm hearing people saying they could trade Wesley Matthews and Kyle Kuzma. But who would want Wesley Matthews? Like, who would want him? And like, Kuzma would be the most movable, but I don't think it would be, you know, a good idea to trade Kuzma, because you know, he's improved his play. He's improved his play. Like, he's playing more mature basketball, and I don't think, you know, it would be good to trade him at this particular time. I really don't. So that's really all I got. Yeah, that's really all I got, man. Hopefully, I get enough like shot blocking big in the next couple of weeks when it comes to, like, the trade deadlines and all that. They may sign Boogie Cousins. If they do, I'll cover that. And yeah, but if they do sign Boogie Cousins, I definitely think they'll waive Quinn Cook. I definitely think they will. But yeah, it's NBA. Things like that happen. They did waive Troy Daniels last year, so doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter. But yeah, with that out the way, y'all stay safe, and I'm out.